I love the way dick tastes.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. Another Friday, another new episode. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. No Johnny or Hugh today. And the reason being, well, Johnny went to go celebrate a birthday of his brother, his older brother. And Hugh just decided not today. That's all.
Or we just burnt them out because, you guys weren't here and they were just too much. They're like, I can't handle Laura anymore. I'm done. I'm tapped. I can't do it another week.
I mean, really, okay, listen, we were in another country. And then on one episode, they were like, oh, they're not going to listen. Oh, Carlos will listen. Oh, believe me, I had to listen. I had to listen to this. And, yeah. Okay, listen. Just I don't have a statement prepared. I'm sorry, people, for last week's episode. Laura did a fine job as a host. Fine job. Then Johnny showed up and then talking about babies' vaginas. And then I was like, no, that's not how you do the show. That's not, and you don't do the show like Kermit the Frog. And, man, no. I mean, have some energy, have some life about yourself, kids, It's kind of like any type of radio personality. You can be a different person behind the microphone. Live it up a little bit, Don't have to bring your hey everybody, how you doing? Hey,
Cleveland's kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not Kermit. That voice does sound familiar, but not as Johnny.
No. And so anyway, but we went to a different country. We were in Portugal, and we did a lot of sightseeing and eating a bunch of different foods, and good times, rock and roll, as the kids say. And it's also Halloween weekend. So we'll talk a little Halloween. We'll talk a scary movie, or was it scary? No one knows.
No.
Did you watch it, Laura? Laura, did you watch it?
I watched it.
You guys keep it
down.
I
watched it. I got a bone
talk about
it
later. Don't even talk
Oh
about
God.
it. It's gonna be.
Hate my life.
People are going to freak out when they hear just the reviews. They're gonna get scared, and then, we'll just do all that and this and this and that and more on Nerds Talking the podcast. Let's start with Halloween. Anybody? Any still do Halloween or have plans for Halloween? Well, you guys have children, so you dress up these little children because you think it's cute, and then you drag them around so you can rot their teeth out as adults. So what are your plans for Halloween, Laura?
Oh, I definitely have plans, even without kiddos.
Oh,
we are a Halloween family.
So before kids,
oh yeah,
you were still doing the dress up. What is the adult dress up that was your favorite?
Oh my gosh, I've had so many costumes. The last couple of years have been just the cutesy ones because the kid, it's fun. This is actually the first time that my husband and I have ever done couples costumes. Was once we had a kid. So first year it was a clown, I was the lion tamer, and then the baby was the clown. And then last year I was Tigger, Austin was Eeyore, and baby was Pooh. And then this year I am a ghost because I can't fit anything. I've got like a big ghost onesie.
Are you just a sheet?
No, it's a costume off of Amazon. It's just like a big zip up onesie that's like got a ghost face on it. I'm a ghost.
Careful where you point the pointy part.
So you're like a ghost from like the old 40s cartoons. You know how they had like the human silhouette?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Pretty much. And then Austin is Shaggy, and my baby is Scooby Doo. Charlotte Scooby Doo.
Oh man,
She loves Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
But before that, oh gosh, all kinds of stuff like Mrs. White from Clue, scary zombie characters. I do a lot of face paint. Face paint is fun because my husband is a really good artist, so he can make art on my face and make me look really freaking scary. But my favorite one.
Let's get at it. Which one is it? Which one is your favorite to scare all the kids away?
Probably the skull face one that I did. My friend was like, I can't look at you all night.
That one's pretty scary, man.
That was the one that was face painted.
Yeah. I was just wearing all black, and then my face was a skull painted on.
That's like The Exorcist.
Kinda.
Yeah. Which was kind of a scary part of that movie, where you just saw the white face paint character. Yeah, you're like, oh, what the fuck is that?
Now I want to find pictures.
Carlos also dressed up as an adult for quite a while.
Dressed as an adult.
It's fun.
Yeah, because he's not an adult, so he dresses as an adult.
Dresses as an adult.
So, Carlos, what was your favorite dressing? I guess as an adult costume or whatever. I'm drunk.
I think it was Ace Ventura. I went to the West Hollywood Halloween party.
Yes, yeah.
That's a good one.
As Ace Ventura, and I ran into one other Ace dressed as with the Hawaiian shirt. But then there was a second Ace I ran into in the ballet tutu. The crazy.
My
one.
husband did that one. Yeah. The tutu one years ago.
Yeah, that was I have a collection of costumes as well on the back of the closet.
Oh, same. I've got 2 bins that are like Halloween bins that are filled with hats and costumes and makeup and all kinds of stuff. One year I was a llama. That one was really fun.
My go-to last minute, if I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing this year. Okay. It's just a Superman shirt. I put a white button down on top of it and a tie. Looks like I'll put a wire hanger through it to make it look like it's always flapping.
That's a good one. It's a good one. Lazy
and then
turd.
I have a red cape sticking out the back of the shirt, and I look like Clark Kent, but obviously Superman.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I think I quit Halloween at 12.
Why? It's so fun.
You hit that when you're a teenage boy. You don't dress up. You just kind of throw shit on and go door to door, and people are like, why aren't you dressed up?
Yeah, and then people are like, what are you doing here getting candy? Go away.
Yeah, just give me candy. So what I do is I turn my hat backwards. I'm like, I'm serious. That's my costume. No, I think the last costume I bought was a werewolf. I see Tigger. We just saw a picture of Tigger and Eeyore and Winnie.
Little Pooh Bear.
A family. A family of Poohs. What are you guys dressed as, turds? So yeah, no, it was a wolf, really detailed from Spirit Halloween.
Oh, this is the one with the moving mouth. Right?
Really cool, werewolf costume. I was super detailed, and I looked all legit. And
was it one of the cool masks where the mouth moves?
Yeah, you put it on, the whole mouth moves.
Those
and I was running
cool.
around scaring kids in the neighborhood. They were freaking out.
I
was running after them.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love terrifying children. So Halloween. So what are your plans for this Halloween?
We go to a annual party every year. It's a beer fest that's outdoors.
Oh, cool.
And it's usually the weather is really nice. I can't drink, but I can still go and hang out with my buddies. So that's the plan on Saturday. And then Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night.
We have a family Halloween party.
Oh.
And then Sunday we have another Halloween themed
Good
party
Lord.
to go to. A gender reveal Halloween theme party.
Wait, you guys all show
you have to gender.
Yeah,
you have to reveal your
yourself?
gender.
No,
Nobody
not
knows what
me.
gender you are.
It's for my niece.
Everybody shows up
That's
in
an
pregnant.
interesting party.
It
Everybody
is.
comes
It'll be
dressed
fun.
so detailed you can't tell if they're a man or woman until they show it. That's a genius.
But we get to
idea.
go in costume. It'll be fun.
Drag party.
And then Monday night trick or treating.
Yeah, trick or treating. Yeah. I assume, Carlos, you just have trick or treating lined up. That's pretty much it.
Well, we did the Disney thing,
Yeah, we know all about
and
that.
then work
disappointment.
is doing something tomorrow afternoon, so we're taking him to
Mm.
that. My kid
that's cute.
this year doesn't want to dress up. He just
He
has.
told me he wanted to dress up.
He has like this from Old Navy. All it is a sheet you put over, like it's a hole, so it kind of just goes over his head, right on his shoulders.
Poncho.
Poncho, yes, exactly. It's a poncho with a ghost face on it, and that's it. He's a ghost. He
So
wants
he's
to
a
be
Mexican ghost. All right. All right. That's good.
And
I
that's all he
remember
wants to wear.
I asked him when he said he wanted to be a pirate, and then I asked him again, and he said, I'm going to be a ghost. So is that what he meant by the ghost, the poncho?
Ghost. Yeah, yeah.
So he's like his father, lazy shit when it comes to costumes.
And how old is he? He's like 4. He doesn't want to
3.
dress up.
He's
3. Yeah.
3?
You know what? Let me tell you about this kid, okay? He talks a mile a minute. He picks everything up. He shoots it right back at you, and he knows everything what it means. So
Sounds like a smart kid.
oh yeah. He picks everything up, and then he just like we were watching when we were on vacation. Something was on TV. It was just an action movie. No. Turn that off. No one wants to watch that scary stuff. And he goes around and tells everybody else, "Hey, tell him to turn that off. That's scary. I don't want to see that." I'm like, what? What do you like? What's going on here? So, Halloween, children, be safe out there. Watch your children from people that dress as werewolves. Don't go to gender adult reveal parties. That sounds very interesting.
It's a different kind of sex party.
Yeah.
So you don't
very
have any
much
plans?
so.
You're not doing anything for Halloween?
No, I don't do Halloween. No,
It's
I don't
boring.
do- I
Lame.
don't do Halloween. No, I don't.
You live in Los Angeles and you're
Go
not
to
going to
West
any
Hollywood.
Well, I
Halloween
used to
party?
go to
Yeah.
the West Hollywood
Yeah.
thing just to be a looky-loo, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're having it this year. That's
Why?
the thing. They canceled it last year.
COVID?
No, it wasn't even COVID related last year. I forgot why they canceled
Was
it.
it monkeypox related?
So
and
I'm
that's
thinking
West
that's why
Hollywood?
they're going to cancel it this year. Yes.
Just keep it in your pants, people.
That mean you, the gender reveal party lady. Wow, this just unbelievable.
Hot
so-
calling kettle black.
Yeah, I know. God, Kanye West or something. Happy Halloween. Just remember that from us at Nerds Talking. At least 3 of us. And
Oh, it was canceled this year.
see,
As well.
West
Why,
Hollywood.
why does it? What does it say? Why?
Yes, it does. It does say why, because not enough trans bathrooms provided.
Are you
the money
joking?
community.
Yeah.
God, I hope you're joking.
What's a
I don't
trans
even know.
bathroom?
This is
That's-
what I
Oh,
think
it's
of
in,
California.
no,
I
it's,
don't know
it's
if you're
just in
joking.
response to COVID-19. That's it.
Still.
Oh, good
That's it.
God.
You know what though? It is a crazy crowd, and I remember going about. I've been like maybe 3 times, and if you West Hollywood Halloween party is absolutely bonkers. There's naked people everywhere.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah. There's also great concerts going on and all. It really is just a looky-loo thing. You just go there to look
Yeah.
and to laugh and have a drink and and walk around, and it's a good time. But yeah, canceled once again. So no Halloween. Oh, you know what I used to do since I live in LA? You can go to the Forever Cemetery where a lot of celebrities are buried.
Oh yeah. And like watch
And
movies and stuff.
No, for Halloween and probably this weekend, you can actually go walk around and everything's decked out almost like a carnival. And all the celebrity burial
They
sites,
exhume them and you can touch them. And
they're
'em up on
super
puppet
no,
strings.
they're like super decked out, like
Dance with 'em.
crazy. They have a stage and there's live music. There's all these food vendors, all this stuff. It's a party in the cemetery.
Go do that. I'm jealous. This sounds awesome.
It is. It's pretty cool. It's just the parking is horrible.
Uber.
You got to get there super early, but it is
Uber.
literally a carnival. It's been there. As a matter of fact, I remember going, what's the guitar player that passed away? The really famous one.
Jimi Hendrix.
No, you stupid. Not that long ago.
Slash.
You didn't say Slash.
Slash is
still
alive. His name is very Halloween though, so good call. Damn it, Chris Cornell.
Oh, you remember
Okay,
him as a
so-
guitar player?
Yes, he's a guitar
the
player.
fuck?
He's
Yeah,
a
he was a guitar player.
vocalist.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he was the vocalist and lead guitar for What was that group? Black Hole Sun,
Soundgarden?
Soundgarden. Yeah.
I
I
didn't know
mean,
he
he
was
was
a
a guitar player.
guitarist.
Everything he did was a guitar. He was a guitar player. He sang, yes, but he was a
But
guitar
that
I didn't
wasn't
know
his
he was the
thing.
lead guitarist.
You wouldn't
So-
say that he's a
So
guitarist.
he died. I think he died
Suicide.
pretty well, thank you. He died pretty like, I mean, not that long, not that far from Halloween. Like pretty close to Halloween. If somebody looked that up. But he had a really nice tombstone.
Yes.
It had these beautiful orange flowers everywhere, and had some LED lights. It was so cool, and people were visiting that one like the most.
He died May
May,
18th,
you dumb
Close
shit.
enough.
2017.
But that just tells you when I was at the Hollywood Cemetery last 2017. So, but he wasn't performing. But he was there. But yeah, so you can do that stuff. It's pretty cool. You can see all these really famous celebrities, and like I said, they're all decked out. It looks like, you guys seen Coco?
Yes.
So when everybody's at the cemetery, deal lots more to us, whatever. It looks like everybody's just celebrating their asses off, having a good time, and decking out every tombstone. And
You're gonna do that, man.
Happy Halloween. That's my Halloween song. So there you go. So happy Halloween from Nerds Talking. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.
You know what, brother? Do you like to work out? Why don't you come join me on my podcast, Buff Guys Workout to the Extreme. No sissies allowed. Get ready, get pumped. You don't know what's coming. It's all here. You're never gonna know what hit you. Podcast. That's right. Muscle on top of muscle, brother. There's no need to go to the gym. We bring it to you, to your ears, to your veins, to your blood. Get it pumping until you're ready to go. You want to impress the ladies? Well, I'll show you how. With cheap steroids so you can get big muscles. Don't worry about small balls and dicks. You got muscles, and that's what ladies want. And you want to get the ladies to listen to my podcast. It's called Buff Guys Workout to the Extreme. No sissies allowed. Get ready, get pumped. You don't know what's coming. It's all here. You're never gonna know what hit you. Podcast, brother.
Nerds Talking is not responsible for the Buff Guys Workout to the Extreme. No sister allowed. Get ready, get pumped. You don't know what's coming. It's all here. You're never going to know what hit you. Podcast, if you take steroids and get small balls and dicks. Thanks for listening. I'm back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Laura, Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, download, review, turn on your notifications every Friday. New episodes of Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Tell your friends.
If you like them.
Tell your friends. And say, hey,
Do
I
you
listen to
have
this
friends?
podcast.
Yeah, the thing is, do you have friends? What if you don't have friends? What
Tell
if
your
you're?
pets.
That's why
what I said
Lafayette
on
hasn't
last
told
week.
anyone.
Tell
I
your-
haven't told anyone. I don't tell people shit. Now my train of thought went away. Just reminds me
Sorry.
of high school. Shit, you totally threw me
Movie.
off. See, I had it all
Hulu.
set.
Hulu.
Hulu.
movie.
No, I had something else before
Oh.
that, and then I totally forgot it. And then I'm like, oh, damn it! Tell your friends they suck.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna tell everybody we're the number one podcast on Fridays called Nerds Talking, but
Do you want to start it over again? I can
no,
not
it's fine.
mess you up.
You keep this
Sorry.
on. It's better
No,
this
go ahead and
way.
Start over again.
Anyway,
For
we
the
watched a
editing
movie on
purposes
Hulu
for
based.
Carlos. Go
I
ahead
told
and start
everybody-
over again.
I told everybody it's Halloween. They should watch a movie on Hulu. And it got a lot of hype from Bloody Disgusting, which is a really popular website about horror. And people like Shudder and basically a lot of like horror buffs on Twitter. Oh, this is it. This is the next Hereditary. Well, have you guys seen Hereditary?
No.
Fantastic movie. It's a fantastic horror / thriller movie. It's it's really good. And I was like, oh, Hereditary. Okay, I really like that movie. And then I saw some YouTube reviews, and you got to watch this movie. Hulu came out with, oh man, it's just like Hereditary. It's okay. So then I told everybody to watch it. It's called Matriarch. It's on Hulu. It's exclusive to Hulu. Well, sometimes you have to bite the bullet. Sometimes, I mean, kind of wish I bit a bullet halfway through. So it's just
This is the first thing I have written down is who do I have to blame for this?
Oh, Carlos, because he agreed to watch it. He said,
Well, you saw my
could have said
text
no.
message in the group chat as soon as I started watching.
I
Like,
did.
You
But
Fuck,
you
I
did say I'm
fucking
25
hate
minutes in, and I didn't even start watching it yet. And I was like, okay, well, 25 minutes. That's not far enough in yet to really to blow the movie.
Yeah.
And
no, you're right. 5 minutes in was far enough.
Were you scared though?
Not at all.
No.
Oh
Were
my
you
God,
scared-
this
were you
is
scared
such
that
a
you wasted
shit
time?
film.
Yes.
That's the only
very.
thing. Yeah.
That's the scary part.
I was like, I only got an hour and a half before I go to bed. And this is what I gotta fucking watch. Ugh.
You had nightmares
No, I just
of
didn't.
worms.
I wanted to watch something else.
You couldn't because worms came out of vaginas.
Everything. Yeah.
and not sandy ones either. Okay, well, we'll jump right into it. Matriarch on Hulu, which is it's supposed to be a horror movie, and it's just not really a horror. I don't even know what to say it is. It's whatever. Basically, it's a movie about some a daughter that's
movie.
A drunk, druggy, that doesn't have her shit
Fucking
together.
Horrible person.
That's rude. I don't know. Does she work in advertising? I don't know what the hell she does for
I don't
work.
know what her job
It's not
was.
really explained. She just works
She
in an
was in
office environment. She is
for sure.
And
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
kind
that's
of-
what. Yeah, because they try to win some sort of account.
Yeah.
and they did win it, and she didn't give a fuck, and she was like, I don't give a
Right.
fuck. And
She's
then
like, hand me my Coke.
basically one night she overdoses, and then some black stuff that looks like venom, like did it go
Black
into her
water.
mouth or some shit, or I don't know.
Came out of nowhere. Literally
it came
nowhere.
out of nowhere. Yeah, just kind of showed up on screen and then went into her mouth. Anyway, then that's kind of where it picks up, where she turns into a real mean bitch, even meaner, and she quits her job and moves back home to her mother's house.
That she hates.
That she hates her mother, like absolutely hates. Like, you stupid bitch. One of the scenes was when she gets there, her mom makes her breakfast, and she's like, "Yeah, here, have some breakfast, bitch. I don't like you." I was like, "She made you breakfast. What the fuck's happening?"
I mean, to be fair, the mom was pretty fucking terrible. Like, I was
Hey.
kind of like waiting for them to say exactly what she did. She said, well, she never physically abused her. It was all emotional abuse.
Yeah.
And then that's clearly where her eating disorder comes from, where her mom used to threaten to tape her mouth shut so she didn't overeat and like make pig noise at her. I'm like, oh my God,
You see that?
if that's
You
like
see
the
that?
least of what you did, Jesus Christ.
She could use that, Jesus guy.
Yeah.
So basically, when she shows up to the town, she also realizes that no one's really aged since she's left. So she's like, oh, she's not even questioning it so much. She's just like, it's kind of odd. No one looks like they've aged. Okay, sure. And her mother's kind of acting not weird, almost nice in a sense, and she's not used to it. She thinks her mom's just a bitch. So that's kind of your setup. Why is her mom nice? Why has no one aged? Why am I still an alcoholic, drunk, dumb bitch with no job and no job prospects now? And that's where we're at. So we'll start with Laura. Laura, Matriarch, Hulu. You tell me why you gave this movie 5 out of 5.
I give it 0 out of 5 because first and foremost, excuse me. First and foremost, the constant singing bowl sound, like I would say that was is it music? Is it the soundtrack? It's just like,
Oh yeah. I didn't. Yeah, right.
You know,
The
some movies
whole
do that.
fucking movie.
Yeah. Some want to be like horror indie movies use that all the time.
It is unbearable. Like, I'm very noise sensitive, and that was just like nails on a chalkboard to me. And so it just felt like, is this a horror movie or just a bunch of weird connected imagery with an annoying, creepy, quote unquote, soundtrack added in the back? Because there were so many things that didn't make sense. I mean, even just like the A plot, really doesn't make sense. But then there was all these just weird scenes thrown in there, like the thing with the baby. What the fuck was that? That had nothing to do with the main story.
Oh, no, that's so dumb.
It had nothing to do with the story, and it was all about shock factor. And then the couple that was in the car
That
was
That
like
was fucking
melting
dumb,
together.
too.
You know, that part
Didn't
was
have anything to do with anything.
I think
was
he was
almost-
like sucking the life out of her. That's what it looked like.
no, but it's almost
Like they were stuck together.
that one too. But it was almost
Why?
like they're trying to foreshadow what's going to happen to people at the
It didn't
end of the
work.
movie,
It
but
didn't
it
work.
didn't work. But I think that's what
Didn't
they were
work.
trying to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, it
Mm.
didn't work though.
Mm.
Didn't
Yeah,
work.
it just felt like, we'll throw some blood, some weird sex shit, some black goo in here.
You know for a fact, if Hugh watched this movie,
Oh yeah.
that last scene in the church or whatever,
yeah.
he did rewind the shit.
Oh,
out
no,
of that.
you tell him that there's like a 6 titty bitch in this movie.
Oh,
He's gonna watch it.
not even that. Yo, Hugh, if you suck this bitch's tits, you stay young forever. What? And then there's the orgy. He's like,
Well,
I've
going to
sucked-
old people too,
Yeah.
by the way. I'm
Oh,
like,
well,
I
his-
don't need
but,
to see
but
this.
it's his age range. And then he'd be like, is it better than The Boys episode 6, season 3? It's right on par. I'm watching it over and over and over. So yeah.
And I would say that I don't get it, but I don't think the person who wrote it really got it either. I think they just threw a bunch of stuff onto a page and said, let's film it. And so that's my
Yeah,
my
I
thought.
I think he and his buddies just sat around in a circle. Hey, write a bunch of shit that might happen and throw it in this hat. And whenever
Yeah,
you
and then
pull
we'll
it
just
out,
pull it
we're
out.
just gonna
Not even that,
put it in
too.
order. Whatever.
it was like write one word only on this. Okay, so some person wrote worms.
okay,
some
we
person
can
wrote-
work with that.
Yeah,
And
some
start
person
brainstorming.
wrote like black goo. Perfect. Vagina. Oh, we'll put all three together. That could work. That could work. How are we gonna make that happen? We'll make this real crazy looking 6-titty bitch in a barn. Like what? It was wild. I was like, what is, and the CGI was really bad. It was just
Even from the beginning was horrible.
was
I mean,
bad.
just that dude, the naked dude just walking into the marsh. I'm like, okay. There was no explanation. There was it was not until like way in the end that you found out it was her dad. And then she ends up walking into the marsh at the end too.
Why? Also,
No idea. It was
Yeah.
see
just
that
really
see
stupid.
those are the thing I didn't. It seemed like she was the creature now. She had that grin on her face, almost like, and I was like, wait a second, is she just trying to kill herself, or is she now the creature? Because they couldn't explain why she had. There was no real explanation as to why she had all the black stuff in her. You know
I
what
think
I
it's
mean?
because she was the
Daughter
of the woman who
was already possessed or whatever was going
had
on
her
with
powers of some kind. I think.
Look, I'm already upset. that I
Happy
had to watch this
Halloween.
fucking movie. Okay.
First of all, did you find any of it scary?
No.
No, so
It was
I
scary.
could do nothing but sit there and nitpick the stupid thing because it was so shit trash.
I could tell you this though. At least it had a buildup, and I was wondering where it was going. I was like, "Hey, where is this going?" That's why I kept watching. Because I'm like, "This has to go. This has to have some type of ending that makes me go, okay, at least there's a payoff." But the payoff was nothing. The payoff was, if you're over 60, come to the church for the orgy and suck some titties. It's for some oil.
Yeah, and she had like that book, the whole book of different positions.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well,
stuff.
she's a shitty
But
artist.
what was stupid is was
Stick
she
figures.
knocked out her daughter and she's dragging her down the stairs.
Oh,
She's hitting her
that
head
bitch
on
is
every
dead.
fucking step.
First thing I thought too.
You're not waking up from this. You're like, bam,
I
bam.
thought the same thing.
Drags her outside, and all of a sudden she starts moving. She's like, oh,
She's like, "Oh, no, yeah."
So she runs back inside, and then she starts telling her daughter, "Oh, remember when you used to sleepwalk when you were a kid?" Because she's like, "How the fuck did I get outside?"
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
that
It was
time
so
where she was
stupid.
behind her with the giant pot.
the
Like,
pot.
ready to
Yeah,
smack-
you're like-
and then like she turns around and she's like, "Wow!"
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
I'm watching a
Look at
Scooby-Doo
that over there.
episode.
Oh,
That
it
was
so
yeah.
stupid.
That part where go talk to your father in the greenhouse or what? Some bullshit.
Yeah, and I'll smash you over the head, but then not smash you over the head. I'm like, just hit the bitch. If
And
you
that's
want to
another
hit her,
thing.
hit the
I don't
bitch.
understand why she still wanted to feed her daughter to this thing. What was the purpose of it?
I think it was to. I think the daughter had all the abilities,
All the
now,
power. Yeah.
all the power. And remember, she didn't have it anymore. It was basically gone. They basically sucked it out of her, like it was gone.
Oh,
So she needed the
oh.
daughter to refuel. That's what it was.
The other thing that really pissed me off was when the old man
With the shotgun.
Yeah, with the shotgun.
shotgun
Okay,
dude?
first of all,
Yeah.
why does the shotgun work, not work, not work? Like what?
It's he
Just-
bought it on eBay.
Those Brits, they
Apparently-
can't get shit right.
Yeah.
It was a wish.com
It was a- yeah,
shotgun.
yeah,
and it
yeah.
just
He got on-
decides
on-
when it's gonna work.
yeah, on Alibaba. Yeah.
But and then he like realizes his daughter has been worshiping this thing, and then he stabs himself in the throat with a garden fork.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
know.
like-
That was like that part made no sense.
It made no sense. I'm like, you've dedicated your life to God and Jesus, and you're finally face to face and like validated of like, this is what I'm fighting. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing. And then you kill yourself, which is also a huge sin in like the
Mhm.
Catholic and
But
Christian
it's-
church.
I think
Makes no sense.
I got it. He killed himself to almost like you're not gonna get me. You know what I mean? I'm
Turn
like,
around and leave the greenhouse.
Yeah, I
man.
was
yeah.
like,
He
I
can
was
walk
like,
away at any
yeah, because
moment.
that's why he did it. You're not gonna get me with your 6-titty bitch, and then
Didn't make, no one was threatening him at the moment. It makes no
nobody.
sense.
What's even when he was arguing with everybody else in the town because everybody else was still young and he was
That would
old.
have been a better title. 6-titty bitch.
Six
I don't
titty
watch it. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna check this out. What's going on? Well, oh my god, I can't believe we're still talking
He should
about
have
this
used him a lot
stupid-ass
more in
movie.
the. He should use him a lot more as passing out flyers. Don't trust a 6-titty bitch. Don't trust it. It was just such a.
And
How
what
did-
about the part where this fucking idiot? She gets on top of the piano, and I thought she was gonna drop a deuce.
I thought she was gonna take a shit too, but no, she just peed on it. I'm like, where did
But what
this
I
come
wanna
from?
know-
What is happening?
First, she gets on top of it. Now the piano's closed, but then when she starts peeing, and now she's peeing inside of it.
Yeah.
Like how the? And why are you so angry at the piano? We didn't get. There's like no backstory. They
pissed
try
at
to
pianos,
explain it.
though.
I know because her
Mom,
mother
like,
made her play it.
practice.
That's
Right.
it.
But there was
So
no
what?
backstory that makes you really care. I didn't care about any of the characters, not a one, especially the main character. I'm
I
like,
think
you should have died on that floor
Yeah.
because clearly your girlfriend knew that you care more about drugs and alcohol than you do her.
that was
That's
the
why
problem.
she left.
Yeah, that was the problem with the movie is you did not care whatsoever about. You just thought the main character was a rude bitch, and
Yeah.
you didn't
yeah.
care. Like you're like, oh,
If you're gonna make a
Like,
movie like this,
okay.
you have to make people care about the main character. And I didn't care what
Totally.
happened to her. I didn't give a shit.
yeah. It should have been more like your father died. Oh, I need to quit my job and go look over after my mother. I haven't seen her in like 10 years. Oh, I have sympathy for you now. And when you get back, you're like, oh, weird shit's happening. What?
But her dad apparently died before she was
Born.
born.
Yeah, it was before she was born. Yes.
Well,
because,
actually, it's technically why she was conceived because he sacrificed himself.
yeah. That's how she has the black goo,
yeah.
the black juice.
Mm.
The black
No,
juice.
the black goo found her. And
Nah.
somehow
sweet
she,
the juice.
but she had a sweet job apparently because even her mom was like, "Well, you were easy to find. I found you on the internet. You made a big name for yourself.
Yeah.
Big name in what? And who? And what?
She got that account. I want account, remember?
One account. She got
Yeah, I mean, I
she
figured
got the
she was
PlayStation
like,
account.
She got the account.
I figured she was like just like the stereotype of like big career bitch, you know, who's mean, but and then like secretly just hates herself and hates her life.
Don't make the movie like a better story.
Sound
Just
good,
knock it
yeah.
off. Just knock it off. Like I like how you walked into the writer's room. I figured it out. They're like, nah, we're good. We're good.
We're done. You're a little
We're
late, Laura.
done. Like,
We're done.
We
This
already picked
this
everything
is
out of the hat.
Oscar worthy
We don't
right
need
here.
more.
And I know this sounds mean, and I hate to say it, but I'm sorry I have to say it. She is so ugly. That
Oh my
main
God,
actress.
she
I was
is.
thinking the same
I was like,
thing. I'm
she
who
is
this ugly-ass woman?
unwatchable.
She is.
Like
She
there's
is.
something really weird with her
Her
mouth.
lower
Yeah.
jaw.
Yes.
It's almost like they found a real alcoholic druggie.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
she's a post-op transgender
Could be.
because like
but
there's
she
just
was odd
something
looking.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, when she first came on screen, I was like, oh, can I watch this? It's weird because that's messed up with who have this thought of like movies where attraction, you know? And you're like,
But the girlfriend was hot.
yeah, I know, but the thing is, it kind of dropped like you're almost like you didn't care as much. You're like,
Oh no, I didn't care. I'm like, oh, she's ugly and she's a shitty person.
if the ugly bitch dies, I'm okay with this.
Ah, well.
You know, like, yeah.
I
it's
mean,
kind of
pretty
weird.
privilege is real, and
And
she
it
was
is.
mean
Oh, my
and
God, it
ugly.
is.
Oh, I
So
know.
Oh,
I
it
hate
is.
it. I totally hate it.
You hate what?
Pretty privilege.
Oh, because the pretty ones get jobs,
because
not
you
you.
get so much of it,
Oh,
Carlos.
I like so much of it. So
Do
much.
you really? Wow. But yeah, let's rate the movie. We'll start with Carlos. The movie's called Matriarch on Hulu. It's the scariest movie we've seen in a long time. Carlos,
I
1 through
cannot
5.
give this a score.
Well, it has to get a score.
I can't.
1 through 5. Let's go.
Half.
You just
0.5.
said 5. I heard you say 5.
0.5. 0.5.
Half a point.
Half a point.
Laura,
Same, half a point.
I'm gonna
Just
go
because
1.
I have to.
I gotta go 1. That's 6 titties and what?
6 titties
I saw
equals 1
6 titties,
star.
man. Which is horrible. You would
That's
think
the
it'd give me
math
5
conversion.
stars, but it's 6. Yeah. Anyway,
It'd be
Matriarch.
it'd have to be 30 titties to get a 5 star.
Holy crap! Is just it's sad because again, I watched a lot of Hulu reviews and they were like, oh, it's up there, it's so good, and it's built. I was like, oh man, this seems interesting. Because Hulu always gives you original horror movies around this time. Always, they give you like 5 or 6. They give us the new Hellraiser. I should have told us to watch that, but sorry, people.
I haven't seen that yet. Looks
Made
good.
you watch a shit.
I'm not really a horror movie fan, so
No, see, as I wasn't when I was
Yeah,
younger,
loves
but
them.
I love horror movies, and just for the fact I want to see how original they are, and if they can create anything. It's not a scary factor because I think movies that have gore are not good. Right? There's a movie out there right now called Terrifier 2. You guys heard about this?
nope.
Terrifier 1 is about a clown. He's like black and white. Anyways, he's a slasher, whatever. Terrifier 2, they say, is so horribly gory, people actually walk out of the theater. It's in the theaters right now. And some
Doubtful.
people, well, I saw it. Let me tell
it
you,
gross?
And
it's gross as hell. It
Would you
is.
walk out of the theater?
No. I mean, I wouldn't walk out. I mean, I would
walked out of his living room into the kitchen.
I mean, I don't know if I.
Same difference.
I mean, I can't. I know I've walked out of a movie, but I can't recall what movie it was. But I really don't walk out of movies. But anyway, so there you go. Happy Halloween. For a special treat, we're going to review Black Adam that came out starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. That's next here on Nerds Talking, the podcast.
In a world where age is nothing but a number in life and in fandoms, join Kimberly and Sheila as they review movies and TV shows for their podcast, Forever Fangirls.
Tune in bi-weekly as we delve into the good, the bad, the cute, and explore different themes of each show we cover. Or you can listen to my wife do different voices.
Anyway, darlings, Forever Fangirls is available on all major podcasting platforms or on our website, foreverfangirls.com.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking, the podcast. For this segment, it's only myself and Carlos as we talk about the brand new DC Comics film, Black Adam, starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Aldous Hodge, and Pierce Brosnan. There are other people in this movie, but those are the main 3 actors you're going to know for this movie, Black Adam, the big time DC Comics superhero action film. So you have a new DC movie. But before we get into that, the breaking news for DC films is that James Gunn was put in charge of DC movies. He is now in charge of DC films. Yes, the James Gunn that makes Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad is now the head of DC films, which is great news. It's just too bad he wasn't the head of DC films before this one. Black Adam, starring Dwayne Rock Johnson, somebody else. It's so stupid. I'm sorry to say. People that were so excited for this movie, I was never excited for this movie. Man, it was so disappointing.
I was only excited for the rumors of the post-credit scene. That's where my excitement came from. And they were true.
It doesn't set anything up. It doesn't.
No, it
This movie doesn't deliver anything.
What's
exciting.
disappointing is The Rock, or should I say Black Adam, speaks perfect English.
Oh, I hated that.
Perfect
It bugged
English.
the shit out of me.
They'll bug the shit out of me too, because everyone else had an accent. You know, I mean, his native tongue wasn't English. And even the wizard Shazam has an accent. So how is it that Black Adam speaks perfect English when he does not know what English is? There wasn't English when he was
Exactly
alive.
He
right?
spoke 0 English during the flashback scenes.
Right. And not only
know.
that, people that were complaining that Black Adam didn't look like Black Adam, he has a slick back hair and whatever else.
Oh no, he's in the movie.
This is not the original Black Adam.
Yeah, the real Black Adam's in the movie.
Yeah, and he passes his powers on to what we know now as The Rock.
His father.
His father, basically, yeah. And
Yes,
that's
yes.
why he doesn't look like Black Adam. Because
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
the
yeah,
original Black Adam.
Did you notice who played his son?
Yeah, the kid who plays The Rock in the TV
On
show.
the TV show, The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hated the fact that he spoke perfect English.
Perfect English.
He spoke with the grammar of today, meaning it's not like he had broken
Right.
English or anything.
Right.
He
and he
spoke,
didn't, right.
you know, and the fact that he didn't question anything in modern times at all.
No, he just said, "This is not my city," and that was it. Then he started busting through walls because he doesn't know how to use a.
Oh no! What was stupid was when somebody said, "Didn't you have doors in your days?" We did. That's how we got through stuff. I thought, wait, so you did have doors, but you still went through walls? What the fuck are you talking? Like, what? Like, are you stupid or something? And it's not good. The movie's just not good. It kind of gets boring because there's no story, there's no plot development. It's just boring. It's like, here's the plot in the first 15 minutes. The villain wants this thing, and then that's it.
The true villain is the Justice Society.
Oh, they're the best part of the movie, though.
But they're the true villains because The Rock was doing nothing but protecting his home city or country or whatever it is.
I thought that was dumb too.
And then, I mean, the kid and the mom convinced him to be a good guy.
Screw those fucking people.
So yeah, I saw Justice Society as the bad guys because all of a sudden they knew all about this guy, in like
which I didn't get either.
Half an hour on their flight.
No, not even that. Before that, they knew about him.
Right, and how did they know about him?
Yeah,
I don't know how they could even have known about him if he existed before any of these people existed.
What, is it 5,000 years, right?
Yeah, 5,000 years ago.
Been awake for 5,000 years, and they had all this information about him. I was like, how? I'm confused. Yeah. We know of his power, his ability, blah, 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 blah. I would have made sense if they would have said, we know of Shazam, and this is similar to Shazam in that regard. But no, nothing. Just, oh, fuck this movie. And then Hawkman was the best part because Hawkman was just like, Hawkman, there's nothing that we think of Hawkman because if you know Hawkman, he's lived forever. He dies and he comes back. Hawkman can't really die. He just comes back
like a phoenix,
more or less. And this Hawkman is like, he died in like the late 80s, maybe early 2000s. He's like, yo, what we doing over here? Let's kick his ass, man.
Yeah, he's gangster Hawkman.
He's a little hood.
Hella gangster.
And
but I want to know where he got his money from. This dude was filthy.
Well, because
rich.
Remember, he's the same Hawkman reincarnated, so it's always the same Hawkman. He just something that I forgot how Hawkman, like his whole death thing works. It has something to do with Hawk Girl or some shit. But anyway, it's just they were the best part. I thought Hawkman was the best part of the movie, but it was so dumb. The JSA thing was so.
I thought it would have made more sense if it was Dr. Fate that was rich, because he pulled up in a Bentley with a chauffeur. It just would have made more sense instead of pulling up into Louisiana if they would have ended up in Ireland, from where Pierce Brosnan's Irish. So some sort of castle in Ireland, some rich place. And it's much closer to fly to where they were going. Somewhere would look like Middle East or Africa or something. Much closer. But no, Hawkman he's filthy rich.
Yeah, he has the X-Men.
He has all these gadgets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got the
and I hated the plane came out of the grass.
Yeah, kind of like X-Men.
Not even that too. It's like 1,000 moving parts of the grass are moving. I'm like, come on, like you don't make that shit that elaborate. Just have the fucking plane out in the field. Like,
yeah, who's gonna question it? Who's gonna
yeah,
there's a fucking plane right there.
You're rich. Who's gonna question it? And then they made the JSA sound like they've been around for a long time. Where the fuck were you during Justice League? Like, stupid. And The Rock was, I don't give a shit if he produced it. He's so miscast. Oh my God. He's just so miscast big time. He's only going to look bigger in the future and not in a good way. Like, it was bad. So
I was okay with Black Adam killing people. I was okay with that because villains always seem to kill people, but then nobody seems to kill them. They're like, other villains get away with everything.
His concept of justice I had no problem with either. No. He's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. You decided to kill a bunch of people, I'm gonna kill you too. But by the time they're done, what was it called? Kandor? What was the place the fake Egypt?
Fake Egypt.
I think it's like Kandak or whatever it is. That place is effed up now. It's totally effed up now. They just
whenever everybody decided to rise up against the zombies, I'm like, that's it. That's as many people.
Oh my God! First of all, this guy had the power to summon Hell's Army. Hell's Army were like retarded kids. Like, they had no idea when they got to Earth. They're like, what do we do now? Just kind of walk around like you're drunk and then try to swing your axe. Don't worry, they'll easily defeat
And
you.
they only came from one direction. I thought like the dead were like everywhere. Like
Oh,
they were
no.
right.
It's so stupid. And then the fact
Yeah.
that the mom and the brother just had like pipes and were beating them left and right. I was like, this, you basically aren't. What happened was the devil said, you know what, you can have that group. What do you mean? Yeah, you can be in charge of those guys. The worst guys I have, they're yours. You go ahead. And you only get them for 5 minutes. That's it. For 5 whole minutes. I mean,
But I didn't
just
see how sitting in that crown was give any power. That was stupid too. And then like when the Rock or Black Adam sat in it, he's like, this is not wrong. This is wrong or some shit, and he breaks it.
the whole
But I mean,
thing.
the guy is clearly strong enough to rip a dude in half. I mean, that was okay.
Oh, you
Cool.
mean the PS3 character that looked horrible?
Yeah.
CG. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he looked like shit. He looked like a really bad cut scene from a PS3 game. I mean, he did not look good. But the whole movie, people are wondering, it's literally 2 hours of non-stop fighting.
Right.
It's
Right.
non-stop, and it's just the JSA fighting Black Adam for 2 hours.
What's funny is that they were saying how you don't kill people. We're heroes. Heroes don't kill people. But yeah, you're getting chucked through buildings. You're destroying all this property, and you don't know how many people are in there getting killed because of it. Adam Crusher
Adam Smasher
falls over, topples some sort of structure, whatever it is. Who knows how many people killed there? And Adam Smasher is Adam, isn't he? I mean, he can shrink too, right? It's not two different.
No,
people.
Adam Smasher only grows big.
So there's two Adams. There's
Adam's
Smasher and
different. Adam goes small. Adam Smasher goes
but
big.
yet he still has the same colors and costume and logo on his chest.
But his dad's Henry Winkler, so it doesn't really, or his uncle.
So it's the Fonz.
Yeah, his
Uncle's
uncle's the
Al is
Fonz.
So his uncle is Al. His name is Al. Very creative. Very creative.
Remember, they don't give us the real name of Adam Smasher. They just call him Adam Smasher the whole time.
He said his name was Al.
No, Uncle Al. It's his.
No, he told Cyclone that.
He said his name was Al. Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, but you're right. When when him and Hawkman and Black Adam get into it about killing people, and then Dr. Fate agrees with Black Adam.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
He's like, no, I agree with him.
Pierce Brosnan was good. Just the way he like avoided everything.
Oh, he was good. Yeah, the character was good. He was good. Like I said, Hawkeye was good.
Hawkman.
Whatever. He died.
But I didn't really care that Dr. Fate died.
I didn't either. I could care less. Because if you know the comic, it's similar to
his helmet. It's like Green Lantern. The
like
helmet will find the next person.
Yes, the helmet finds the next person to be Dr. Fate. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then with Hawkman, he just reincarnates in a different time period, typically.
So that's weird then, because Dr. Fate is like, oh, you die. And he's like, I wish you would have told me sooner. Like, he'd have been like, ah, shit. Where am I end up this time?
I think that's why, though, because I think when he wanted to know ahead of time, because he knows his fate is to be elsewhere or whatever it is. But again, people, the movie, man, it just gives you nothing. It literally gives you no detail. The Black Adam backstory. At first, the movie starts off really good.
It was like a strong beginning for sure.
It reminds you of BVS, where you're like, oh man, okay, we're going the right direction. And then I couldn't stand the kid whatsoever. I mean, whatsoever. He was so bad. The kid and the mom.
And that was kind of dumb too. When he obviously his weakness is,
it's Ethereum or whatever.
Yeah,
it's called.
Vibranium, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's from Wakanda. Yeah,
yeah. So that's clearly his weakness. So we know he's got a weakness. It's kind of like kryptonite. And when he's in the bed of the kid's room or something, and then he wakes up startled and he fries the poster of Superman and burns his face off. Clearly, it's because they didn't have a Superman in place at the time. So
no, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Yeah, so I didn't understand burning the face off because it's a drawing.
It's a drawing by
Ivan
Ivan Reyes.
look right.
Yes.
So it's not like it was done by
it's-
Alex Ross. So it's not like you're gonna do an absolute replica of.
So a lot of it was dumb. That whole part where he wakes up in the bedroom he didn't question one thing. He didn't go, who are these people on your wall? Who are you? Why am I here? Why did you summon me? Like he didn't question anything.
No, nothing. He just looked out the window.
And he just said,
"This is not my
"This is
world.
not my home." And I
Something
would
like
have said,
that.
"No, motherfucker, it's Philadelphia."
I
Like
didn't, if I was a Black Adam, I'd be like, "Why do I speak English?
exactly.
Who are you?
Exactly.
How can you understand me?" Because to me, I'd be thinking I'm speaking my native tongue, and I'm going, "This kid can understand me." But
That was the dumb. I thought that annoyed the shit out of me all movie.
it did. It
All
bugged the
movie.
shit out of me because at least if he would have had an accent, it
Just-
would have been better.
Yeah, any
At least
type
a
of
little
accent,
bit, something.
and not speak in like I said, in the grammar we speak with today, because that doesn't fit even the people that he was around. And it was so, that part was so dumb. And I mean, let's be honest, he looks zero like the people around him. Like he doesn't look like he's Egyptian or anything. Like he doesn't look like any of those people. Zero of them. It's part was so stupid. But a quick rundown, people want to know. Basically, Black Adam is awakened to stop another evil force. Basically, there's wizards that create Black Adam, and then there's demons that create like the evil Black Adam, more or less.
But he wasn't awakened to stop that. He was awakened because she didn't want to get killed.
Because she
So
read
she
the thing.
woke
She
him
read
up.
the floor.
Yeah. She read
Yeah,
the sewer
and-
cover or whatever
Yeah,
that was.
yeah, and she thought that it was the tomb of the champion,
tomb, right,
She
but it
made-
was his
as if he was
prison.
dead, but it was the prison of the champion.
Oh my god, that bugged the shit out of me too.
Which part?
Where he says, "I'll utter the words, but make sure I never say the words again." And then he turned himself into the skinny dude.
Skinny Rock.
Yeah, Skinny Rock, and then they brought him to where Harcourt was managing that prison or something.
To be honest, I couldn't tell if that was her or not.
That was her.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. That's James Gunn's
I
wife.
don't know.
Yeah.
I have to look it up. But anyway,
Look
yeah.
it up. It's Harcourt.
Continue. Yes.
But yeah, I thought that was so dumb. He just surrendered. I'm like, all right, you're right. I never want to hurt people again. I've only been out of my tomb for like an hour.
Yeah, his morale's kicked in all of a sudden.
Before you guys showed up and disturbed everything. Everything was fine until you guys showed up.
It was so lame. So effing lame. And then he doesn't mention Shazam at all once, as if he's unaware of Shazam.
No, he knows the word.
He does know that because he got the same powers.
Yeah.
And again, though, he didn't get his powers from the wizard. He got them from his son, who's the original Black Adam.
Right. He got it from the wizard.
Yeah. Who actually looks like Black Adam. The pointy ears, the widow's
hair.
peak,
Yeah.
his costume, everything. That was Black Adam. This is secondary Wish.com Black Adam. And that
Alibaba Black Adam.
And the problem is when you look at him, you just see the Rock, so you're like, this is just the Rock pretending to be Black Adam. You're not even playing a character anymore.
No, he's playing the guy from Jumanji.
Yeah, you're just that guy. And it doesn't work, man. Like there's no way this is the jumping point of anything, because it doesn't set anything up. Even the end credit scene, spoiler alert, Superman shows up.
That's the only setup. The setup is that now we know Henry Cavill is Superman.
That's it.
That's it. And now all of a sudden there's this rumor about Man of Steel 2. The Rock wants to have some stupid showdown with Superman for
but
some
I don't
reason.
understand the showdown, because clearly Black Adam states, I'm only here to protect Kandor or whatever, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to be basically the protector, the hero of this land. Okay, well, tell Superman not to go there, and if you need help, tough luck.
And what's funny is that I don't know why Waller thinks she has so much power. I think that's
that
so
made
stupid.
no sense either. That made no sense.
If you leave wherever the hell you're from, Kandahar, Qatar, or whatever the hell you're from, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. I'm like, really? I'm gonna regret it?
I didn't get
I can
that
find you
either.
right now and pull your head off.
Like, why is she threatening him? If anything, she should thank him for destroying the demon dude.
And not only the Intergang, whoever the hell they were.
Oh yeah, well they are from the comic.
Well, the mom had a point. I mean, where were you guys when they took over and they were doing this, that, and the other? And Hawkman was like, well,
it is true though. No, it's true.
You guys are brown.
She brought up the point. Yeah, she brought up the point of every superhero movie.
Yeah.
Hey, something's happening over here in Spider-Man's land. Where's all the New York superheroes at? This is the week we took off.
Vacation.
Yeah, we're on vacation this week. Like
we're on Mars.
She had
planting potatoes with poop.
Yeah, it's just like I said, I didn't have high expectations of this movie whatsoever. I wasn't even excited to see it. I only saw it because, oh, a new DC movie, cool. Oh, The Rock, okay, maybe, but no. I'm surprised he didn't get Kevin Hart a role somehow in this movie.
No shit. I was like his pet dog or something, just a voice or something like that.
I mean, just because he didn't speak with any accent, of course, I don't think he could do it.
No, he can't do that shit.
Man, Black Adam.
He has no range. He has no range.
Oh no, it would have been 10 times better with a different actor, a smaller guy too, because Black Adam's not a ripped dude in the comics. He has a medium build, but he's not yoked. Yeah, no. Just again, I like the way they kind of tricked you with oh no, the real Black Adam's in the movie. Yeah. We'll somehow get around it and explain how the real Black Adam is in the movie. This is just part 2 or the sequel or whatever the hell you want to call it. And then how did he get a new costume at the end? Like
he had a new costume. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, at the very end. Cape. He has everything. He has the shiny. He has now the shiny belt. Yeah. He has shiny wrist things and
the people made it for him.
Which people? The
Qatar,
dead zombie army.
Kandahar.
Oh, now they made it for him in what? How fast?
Yeah. Come on, man. You don't know these people what they're capable of. Their export is textiles.
They should have just made
their main export.
They should have made it where when he's sitting on the throne at the end, he's. Did you notice he was trying to do the comic book? This is like a cover, a really popular cover of comics, just like it. Yeah. That's where they should have made where Superman pushes him off the chair.
Get off my seat.
Get off my seat. He's like, "Who are you? I'm the one fool that can kick your ass." Like, oh my god! And then they had to throw everybody in there: Batman, Aquaman.
Wonder toys and the posters, Flash. No Cyborg though. No, I did see a Cyborg.
Oh, there was a
Cyborg comic book. Yeah, comic book.
Oh, when you talking about when he dropped them all?
Yeah, when he dropped them.
I'm telling you, that kid was so annoying. He was so good. And when he went to the people and did the diamond as if he was Jay-Z, throw your diamonds in the sky, and they were like, "Let's all rise up." And then I was like, "You got that out of that?" And
it was stupid. He's just standing there. I'm like, what's that kid doing?
And it's not even that. All those people are helping everybody that's dead in the rubble. They're trying to pick people up, and they all stop what they're doing so they can go fight demon zombie army war people.
Well, that kid was stupid because he was hiding in that vent. He should have stayed there till they left the building. But he decided, I'm gonna come out. I think I can sneak down this hallway on my skateboard.
What a turd fucking movie.
Shit.
This movie it was so bad. It was so bad. Black Adam made a lot of money, but here's the thing. I think it's gonna tank from here on out.
Second week, yeah,
because people aren't gonna see it again, and people aren't gonna be interested after word of mouth. Like, nah, just you can wait for it to be on HBO Max. Like, I'm excited for James Gunn taking over after this movie. That's what I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
for.
I'm glad that Hamada's out. Walter Hamada, what a piece of shit.
Yeah,
that guy was bringing DC down. Down.
Man, what a! And this movie is the highest opening weekend for The Rock. Any of his movies?
I know. I'm kind of
yeah.
Not that surprised because it's a comic book movie and people are going to come out and see a comic book movie.
Oh yeah.
But putting out movies like this, eventually people are going to get tired of comic book movies
when they're this bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just put a big name. You can polish a turd. MythBusters proved you can polish a turd. That's what this is. This is a polished turd. They just polished it by putting The Rock on it. That was it.
We've had this year's been bad for superhero movies. Doctor Strange wasn't good. Love and Thunder.
Strange was better than this. It was better than Black Adam.
Well, it had an actual story that was actually
Love and Black Thunder. Adam. You're right. It didn't set up it didn't even set up a sequel. Didn't even do that.
Anything whatsoever.
Oh. And now we just know he exists. That's it.
Yeah, it literally was like, here's the plot of a villain. Here's the guy that can stop it. Oh, look, we're going to introduce them in the first 15 minutes. And then for 2 hours, they're going to fight. And these so-called good guys are going to fight the bad guy for the whole movie until the last 15 minutes. They're going to team up to defeat the bad guy.
Well, I already knew that was coming. That was predictable shit.
Oh, that's right. Hawkman, my bad, people. Hawkman does not die in the movie. He uses a helmet to trick.
Dr.
Fate helmet to trick. Dr. Fate dies. Who cares about
the shell game?
You fucking care anyway.
But like I said, I didn't care. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Cyclone was actually a pretty good character. She was a good actress. Good job. I didn't care for the character. You know that she's not a DC.
I didn't know she's not a real.
No, she is, but she's from Kingdom Come.
Oh,
So
is she
she's
really?
not actually in DC continuity. She's from DC. She's from Kingdom Come.
Wow. Okay.
And she's the daughter of Red Tornado. When Red Tornado fucked the Tasmanian Devil. But that's who
Red
he is.
Tornado a fucking robot.
Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me about robots. You know,
fucking robot.
Wanda fuck a robot. So
wow. I guess so. If Wanda can fuck a robot, somebody can fuck Red Tornado.
Yeah, and didn't the guy that played Atom Smasher? He looked like Mark Ruffalo.
A little bit.
If they needed a younger Mark Ruffalo, this guy would play the part. But Henry Winkler was the star of the movie. People, that was a surprise to me. Oh, it's a Fonz. That's some bitch. But you're right about Amanda Waller. I think it was stupid. It was so goddamn stupid.
I don't know why I don't know why people are so afraid of her. She's such a piece of trash. Just the character alone. I mean, like when she got her head beat in with a golf club on Suicide Squad, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no,
like that.
no. Like
she's not threatening at all. I don't know why she thinks she has this power.
The ending should have been when she said, when he blows up that I guess you call it drone.
The drone, yeah.
Black Adam blows up a drone that's playing a hologram video from Amanda Waller. Would have been better if walking out of the smoke was Peacemaker and Vigilante. They're just like, hey, what's up, man? Like just being goofballs.
That would have been hella good. I'm like, hey, yo, Peacemaker, I don't think he can see you.
Yeah.
Funny as shit.
And Eagly just shits out of his head. That would have been. The sad part is the last 2 minutes of the movie, the Superman bit, was better than the whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
And all because you got to see Henry Cavill in his suit again. And it was the bright blue too, like bright.
Oh
bright
yeah. And then what I liked is when he did show up, mixed in with the Black Adam soundtrack, you could hear the Superman theme.
Yeah.
Whenever Henry Cavill spoke. So that was cool.
Yeah. Anyway, let's rate this movie. Black Adam. What's your rating out of 5?
2.
Ooh, a 2. Whoa. I give it a 2 as well. I'll give it a 2. There are some good scenes. There's
I guess I can give it I can be nice and give it a 2.5.
No, I'll stick with it 2.
Only because I like the look of the costume with the JS.
Has
no society.
Damn thing has no replay value.
And the Superman scene at the end.
Yeah, you can watch that on YouTube.
All right, 2. I'll give it a 2. You're right. I'll stick to 2.
That's the problem with movies like Love and Thunder. I tried to watch them back and it just has no replay value. I just couldn't do it. Same as Doctor Strange. I couldn't watch it back. I was like,
I could watch Doctor Strange back.
What's better, Love and Thunder or Black Adam? Think about it.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I think so. Not
because of the funny of it.
Yeah,
I did laugh a couple of times in Black Adam. I couldn't remember the scenes right now, but I'm sure it had something to do with when he said something that's sarcasm. Something when Dr. Fate tried to explain what sarcasm was.
Yeah. And he says something to Hawkman.
Yeah,
he's like, that's sarcasm. Yeah, no, there were some bits. Like again, the movie has like a couple of bits and a couple of scenes where you're like, yeah, that works. But the stupid thing was how he comes into modern time 5,000 years later, doesn't question anything whatsoever, and just has a normal accent and speaks perfect English.
No accent. No.
I mean, has no accent, speaks perfect English, doesn't question a damn thing, doesn't ask why.
You'd think he'd be like, what is that? The fucking helicopter.
Or the TV when he sees first the TV that? When the guy's
watching.
Oh yeah,
he decides. That was so fucking.
Watching like the Good, Bad, the Ugly or something.
Dumb. Yeah. When he has that face off with the dude, the guy's going for the gun.
Oh yeah.
Like Clint Eastwood,
and then he uses like finger guns to kill everyone.
Guns. Yeah, and he kills everybody with his finger gun.
But the dumbest part is when he shoots the TV and he tells, "You a wizard?" And he was like, I'm watching TV, bro.
I can fix it.
Like you couldn't just question, like, I'm watching, like, what is that? You didn't question.
And what's funny is that dude, along with his band, looked like Shazam's foster dad.
Kind of did.
Yeah.
Kind of. But like he didn't question airplanes, helicopters, guns.
Nothing. Or those hover bikes.
He didn't question why he was there, why he was summoned.
Well, he did because she told him.
No, but not.
You were summoned. You saved me, baby.
It's disappointing, man. It really is disappointing because I didn't see this as a jump off point. I just saw him as another filler character. That's what Black Adam is anyway.
Yeah.
And if he meets Shazam, why is he gonna be mad at Shazam for? I don't understand. What would be his,
No reason at all.
he'd have no reason to be mad. Shazam has no tie to Cantor, Qatar.
No, because
Connecticut.
even if they go, hey, remember that dude that the wizard said was a bad dude and got kicked out of da. Well, now he's over here protecting these people. And Shazam's probably like, all right, cool.
But
And
even
that's
that
it.
wouldn't make sense.
No, it didn't
That
fall in
character
line.
has, he doesn't have any tie to the seats of the Shazam character seats, the power and all that. It doesn't work. The storyline doesn't work whatsoever.
No, it's totally
It's broken. It doesn't work. And then there you go. 2 out of 5 from us here at Nerds Talking. I hope you enjoyed this review. We'll be right back after this on Nerds Talking the podcast.
Hi there. Listen, I'm looking for my cat. I was wondering if you could help me. He answers to the name of Cuntimus Prime, and he's been missing for probably 3 years. My friend told me podcast would help. I've put up flyers. I've used the Facebook and TikTok. I don't know what that is. I've used it a couple times, but just to look at boobies. My cat wasn't on there. I was really scrolling all the time. I saw a lot of boobies, but I ain't seeing my cat anywhere. If you see my cat, please return him to me. He goes by the name of Cuntimus Prime. He's a fun guy. He might be dead, but I would really like to see him at least one more time. Okay, I think that's all the time I got. Okay, thanks, guys. Nerds Talking the podcast. That's the show. Back to those guys.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the podcast. Here with Laura, Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. Remember, Black Adam in theaters now. So let's move on here. Anybody see The Boys episode 6, season 3 this week?
Not this week.
Not this week. Maybe
I rewatched
next week.
it 3 times.
This is a little recap of when we weren't here. If you guys listened to the last 2 episodes, did Hugh say he watched it 3 times? When
3
you guys
times.
asked him, "What have you been watching?" He doesn't watch anything new. He just goes back to an orgy show.
So I need to write this down because I need to know, because I need to watch it because it's been referenced too many times. What is The Boys season 3 episode? What?
6,
I think.
Six. I'm gonna watch this, and this is what I'm gonna review next week.
I think it's
Okay.
I think the episode is called. Is it called Sexapalooza?
No, it's called Herogasm.
Oh, that's right, Herogasm. So remember that the episode's called
Got it.
Herogasm.
I'm writing it down. Laura's review next
Of
week.
Herogasm.
Laura's corner.
Oh, could you
There
imagine?
you go.
Let me tell you something. Hugh is gonna love you because my theory
No, I'm gonna rip
is-
you apart because I'm gonna be
my-
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, my theory is I may have told Carlos this. I think I may have told everyone this. That's his way of watching porno in public. Is that watching that episode over and over?
You should just watch Westworld. That episode, like, actually, just the whole fucking
season
series
1
of
of
Westworld.
Westworld. Man.
No, but Herogasm is like just compact version of that for one episode. Westworld, though, man, yeah, Westworld has it, yeah. But then if you watch Westworld as it is, you just fucking robots. So
You fuck a robot, man.
fuck a robot.
I'd hate to be the one that has to clean them out.
How do you know their system might
they
be so
clean
high
themselves
tech?
out.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the
they clean
thing.
themselves out.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
They're,
we
they're
don't know.
self-cleaning.
They're
It's
super
only when
high
they
tech.
die that they have
Oh,
to
but not
have
if you
others.
fuck them and kill them, because then they have to get
Yeah.
dragged off.
Then they get
gotta
dragged off.
clean
And
And
they have
then
to
they
be
clean them
clean.
up and then rehash them and then recycle them.
Yeah.
And then you're just fucking a dead robot. Yeah.
I love
Nah.
Westworld. Did you guys like Westworld?
I liked the first 2 seasons and
First
then I
2
hated
seasons.
season 3
Same.
and I couldn't get into season 4. I tried. So you know what?
Is it even out yet? Is season 4
Oh
even
yeah,
out?
it's out and done, finished, over with.
Where
I
the
can't
fuck have I been?
I can't stand the whole futuristic crap they got into. They should have left it as it was.
Agreed.
But and then the whole thing about the real world is actually robots. You're like, ugh, fuck off. Like, I don't want to deal with this shit. So season 3 was so disappointing.
First season is like up there
So
to
good.
me as like some of like the greatest television ever made.
Yes. And
So
season
amazing.
2 is good too. Season
Agreed.
2 is really
Not
good.
as good, but
No,
still really
no,
good.
no. Man in Black. Yeah, good times. So before we leave, anything interesting this shit, I was in a different country. Anything interesting this week? From your trip, Carlos. What was the most interesting thing from your trip?
To Portugal. The riot police there.
Oh yeah, that's
fuck
right. The
around.
soccer game we went to.
Fuck around.
There was riot police in a soccer game?
Yeah, so we
Oh,
went to a
it's
soccer
great.
game And the riot police were already outside. They had their shields and their helmets and dressed in black and da-da-da-da. Anyway, so we're watching the game, and behind one of the goals was the cheering section. For some reason in soccer games, that's where the cheering's the brigade section, I guess.
The hooligans.
Yeah, so they're lighting like fireworks and it's shooting off, and then the riot police come in and they clear the stands. And then they start throwing stuff at the cops, and the cops, they kind of look like they retreat back into the tunnel. So they're cheering because they made the cops go away. But all the cops did was regroup. Then they came and bum rushed these fools again. 2 or 3 of them jumped over the rail so they can go down into the tunnel. It must have been at least a 10-foot drop.
Jesus.
The cops hit to some other fool, and he went tumbling down 2 or 3 rows. Oh, it was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever seen in a long time. Yeah, those riot police do not fuck around in Portugal.
What the fuck are these people doing that they're losing their shit over a goddamn soccer game? Apparently on a regular basis that they have to bring the riot police in. That's nuts.
Well, what's funny is that the stadium was like half full, so it wasn't like a very popular team they were playing. So I'm like, what? But yeah, yeah.
But they give these people literally their own section, the hooligans. They get their own section. And they
I thought the
shot
hooligans were all in Britain. Just what I know.
Yeah, just that's a soccer thing in general. They shot fireworks onto the field. They nonstop chant and sing the whole time. They're rowdy. They're just rowdy as shit. And when they got cleared out, it was hilarious. It was just the funniest shit. And then they did it again, and it's good times. It was quite an experience watching a European soccer game because it's just nonstop people singing and doing like chants and shit, and it was fun. Laura, how was your week besides going? Was it this week you went to the hospital or last week?
No, it was last week, the first week that you guys were gone. The night that we finished recording of the episode, that's when I was in the hospital with my daughter. And then, like I said, my mother-in-law had a stroke, and then I've been sick. Yeah, and then I am also 36 weeks pregnant, and I'm so fucking pregnant. I'm at the point where everything I have to do feels unfair. Like I have to get out of bed. This is unfair because everything is so hard, and I'm so tired, and I can't breathe, and I can't eat because like the baby is like so far up. It's like rib cage and
standing up,
crushing my stomach. Yeah, everything is just awful, and work has been insane. I've been so busy, so I've literally watched nothing new all week except for this stupid ass movie. Matriarch.
Carlos, you're an idiot for picking it.
All I've been watching is reruns of Great British Bake Off. That's
still watching
my
the Great
comfort
British
show.
Bake
That's
Off.
where I'm taking.
Wasn't there a show though? You said you just started and you watched one episode.
Yes, 3 Mile Island.
What was it?
3 Mile Island.
3 Mile.
That's right.
It was
That's right.
dumb.
That's right. Well, I mean, you gave it one episode. You got to give it a couple, at least 2.
It's only like a 3-episode documentary.
No,
Oh, that's it?
I saw a third of it. I'm good.
Wasn't that? That's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an episode.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It just
And
didn't
there's-
intrigue me whatsoever when I saw the preview.
Yeah. There's things that I want to watch. I just don't have the emotional energy to invest in.
Oh, the new Guillermo del Toro show came out, The Cabinet of Curiosities or whatever.
Yeah, I want to
So
see
it is
that.
available. So we'll talk about that sometime in the
Netflix.
future. Yeah, it's 2 episodes come out every Wednesday.
Oh,
For the
no, it
next- yeah, for the next like 5
2
weeks. or
episodes. That's
something.
fun. I like that.
Yeah, so you already
I think
get.
I saw an
there's-
actor in there that I really like.
Yeah, there's 4 right now. So, and there's one coming out $18.99. I can't wait for that show to drop.
What's that?
It's from the maker of the Hill House, the Haunted Hill House, and Midnight Mass.
Oh yeah.
It looks so good.
I didn't watch
So good.
Midnight Mass, but I loved Hill House, and then what was the other one? The Haunting of Bridge Manor. or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, you'll like Midnight Mass. Yeah, it's has that same
Oh, that's the one with the
creepy.
vampire.
You just gave it away. You just ruined the whole show.
Well,
That's
no,
the-
because you
that's-
already talked about
I
it.
think
on one of
everyone
our
knew
shows,
that
you
it was a
dumb
vampire.
dumb.
Yeah.
No. This is-
Oh, there's a bunch of people in Cabinet of Curiosities. Andrew
there-
Lincoln.
Well, because every
Rupert
episode
Grint.
they don't. The show's not connected.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
just like
yeah.
a bunch of good people in there. Tim
Yeah,
Blake
yeah,
Nelson, I like him a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Tim Blake Nelson. Yeah, he's fantastic.
Blake
Fantastic. Come on, you know who
Oh,
that
is he
is.
Billy the
Tim
Kid?
Blake Nelson. He's a freaking from that movie with George Clooney and
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Yeah,
Oh,
Billy
brother,
the
what?
Kid.
Oh, Billy the Kid. That's right.
Billy
Billy
the
the Kid. That shitty movie.
Yeah.
And then
He was in the Hulk, Incredible
I
Hulk.
think
He was
the
Incredible
Gophers
Hulk.
turned.
Yeah. What's the Soggy Bottom Boys?
Soggy
Yep.
Bottom Boys.
Oh, that's
And
a
then
good
what was
one.
that one movie that they were in, like the anthology of all those weird ones that came to the Ballad of Buster Scruggs or something
Oh
like that?
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
I
right. That was from
hated that.
the Coen brothers. You know why that movie was bad? Because the Coen brothers have such this hype. And
It
then
was
they're
so
like,
depressing.
yeah, well, yeah, not even that. They're like, we're making this movie for Netflix, and we're the Coen brothers. You're like, oh, it's gonna be good, and it wasn't good. You're like,
It just left me with a huge downer the whole thing.
yeah, like no, I'll pass. Like, I'm okay. Not as good as Matriarch. Not as good as Matriarch. All right, well, that's pretty much what we got for you.
What about you? What was your highlight of Portugal?
Oh, good question.
Was it the port?
I don't drink wine, so it's all a trick. It's all an illusion you saw on Instagram. Me holding a wine glass. I hate the taste of wine.
That's insane. That's insane.
You know,
Take it back.
You know what? This really old chapel place we went to called Batala was insane looking. Cool. Had like I don't know what 40-foot ceilings.
Cool.
And this thing took 200 years to build. It looks super gothic. It was pretty cool. That was cool. I don't know. I mean, I saw a lot of different things. I've been there before, so I saw a lot of different things this time around. So yeah, not the food is whatever. I mean, the thing about Portuguese restaurants, all the menus are the same. It doesn't matter from one to the next.
What's on there?
Very much a fish.
Well, it's coastal, yeah.
But it's not their. But it's not their own fish. The fish that the fish of the country is codfish.
Mm-hmm.
Codfish does not swim in their oceans. They have to import it from like England, and
so what do they catch?
A lot of crab and so forth, and lobster, but that's not their main thing. Everything is mainly done with codfish.
That's just cheap. I feel like they cheaped out.
What happened was when the British came to get the port wine, because they were like, we want your wine because we consume a lot of wine. Well, we need food. What do you have for us? Well, we have way too much codfish. Would you like codfish? Yeah, sure. We'll trade you. So then codfish became like the fish of Portugal, and they basically traded.
And the Brits were like, we'll even throw in a copy of Matriarch. Here you go.
Yeah. Had this ugly bitch in the lead, but there's a 6-titty bitch. The Portuguese are like, deal. You said 6 titties. Yes, 6 titties. Can you throw in at least one more fish? So that's basically how they became the fish of Portugal. Is the English made a deal for wine, and it became like the food for. It was kind of like a peasant food, and then it became the national dish. Basically, is codfish. So there you go. So there's your history lessons. Probably all wrong, but hey, who gives a shit? It's Nurse Talking Podcast.
The king of misinformation on the
Now
mic.
I'm looking at pictures. I'm looking at pictures of.
Yep, I'm looking at a picture of you frozen.
Food in Portugal looks delicious. I think you're crazy.
No, I mean, I didn't say it was not good. It's just
Enjoy it. Ooh,
we
sardine.
ate it. We ate that food growing up, so it was nothing special, really. So, and then we had Burger King three times.
Tell me about.
So boom, the Whopper.
So your family is from Portugal. What generation? Like what? Your parents, your grandparents, like who came over?
Oh, for us, it was our grandparents went to Canada, and then my parents dragged us to California.
Okay.
Yeah. But of course, yeah, and they're not from the mainland of Portugal. They're from the Azores, which is islands off the coast of Portugal. Yeah.
There's something with those islands in World War II. What was it?
Oh, so one of the islands was used as a base called Terceira.
It was an Air Force base.
It's an Air Force base for the U.S. military.
Cool.
And it's no longer an Air Force base for the U.S. military. I think it's like a facility for China, like a science or medical building or something. I don't know. People from the Azores, they don't really go to the mainland, so they're kind of against it. It's kind of weird.
Doing their own things.
They just see themselves as we're Portuguese, but we're not your type of Portuguese. And it's very awkward to me because I never view it that way. I'm just a Portuguese person. I don't give a shit. And even when I'm over there, I'm like, I don't even feel like the people there. I'm just like, no, I'm a Portuguese person from California. That's what I am. But hey, good times rock and roll we had. So there you go. That's our show. Anything else before we go? As we step into November. It's time for turkey.
You gonna stop shaving? The no shave November?
Oh, that's right. That's right. It is no shave.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I think it's
to raise money and awareness, stupid.
Awareness for what?
Alopecia, of course.
What is it for? I don't even remember. Is it ball cancer? Is it ass cancer?
Did you just say bald cancer?
Ball cancer.
Okay. I was gonna say every bald person I see.
Supposed to raise awareness to prostate cancer, but it's
how is that gonna raise awareness for assholes?
Hey, you haven't shaved. Oh, because my asshole.
My asshole is itchy, and I might bleed out of it later. Like what the fuck?
And my doctor's gonna rub his chin on my asshole.
That doesn't make sense. What if you show up to a prostate exam and the doctor refuses to see you because you decided to shave? He's like, no,
come back in December.
Yeah. How is it even know or you're aware of your cancer? You bum. You said you won't. You shaved. It's so stupid. Awareness stuff is weird to me.
Agreed.
Like
I agree.
Breast cancer awareness. They get 1 month to let people know to be aware of it. That's all.
Get your mammograms.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all marketing. And that's all marketing too.
After that, every doctor's office refuses. Sorry, you missed out.
You missed the month. Sorry.
Missed the month. Are you aware of breast cancer? Never heard of it until the month comes back around. Sorry about that.
Our machines are broken.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like cancer awareness and all that.
We just reset our machine. It takes 11 months.
My favorite thing is when people run for cancer or stand up to cancer. We're gonna stand up to cancer. Yeah, that's worked out so far.
Well, they need money for research.
What's the scoreboard? Anybody?
They need money. That's the point.
I just think it's hilarious that oh my god, cancer. Ain't that a bitch?
Cancer research. Unless you're just to make more money.
Yeah.
That's where my family is. They're all a bunch of conspiracy nutsos.
Oh, what's their conspiracy before we
everything? Name one.
Wow.
That's it.
How can we get your family on here? Can we reunion or something?
No.
Never. We need some wackadoos.
Mm.
All we have is Hugh, and that's not enough. And good old
oh man, I can pull him out of my hat.
Which is crazy talk. You brought this up before. It's crazy talk. All right. Well, there we go. I like wackadoos though. They're so fun. All right, that's our show. We have nothing left. We've covered everything. Matter of fact, this probably might be our last show. I feel like you've obtained enough knowledge today. You can go on with your life and learn so much from what we. No, don't do that. We'll be back next week. All right, for Laura.
Goodbye.
For Carlos.
Bye-bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Squid Caught Co. That's my new outro. I just made it up. So there we go. We'll see you next time on Nerds Talking, the podcast. Matriarch Hulu. Check it out. Later.
Everybody say they know, but I don't really think they know what it's like to walk in my shoes. People say their friends, they fall. I've been through it all before. This game ain't nothing new. Cause I've been around the world. Hey, yeah. And I've been around the world. And I've seen a thing or two.
So many aching bones, I don't know what's really wrong. I feel like I've been doing this way too long. I've done opening acts, I've done closing shows. Hit the open road, hit every state, try to put my feet on every stage. Trying to get myself noticed, trying to get myself recognized. Trying to get a manager to approach me and say I represent your life. But there's been no such luck. It's a bunch of corny dumb fucks, backpacks in, battle raps in, talking about their computer labs. And you can find me on that street. You can cop my CD, $5 if you hassle me long enough, you'll get that for free. I've been in so many meetings, I've met so many suits, told me that we like what you do, but at this moment we're not right for you.
Everybody say they know, but I don't really think they know what it's like to walk in my shoes. People say their friends, they fall. I've been through it all before. This game ain't nothing new. Cause I've been around the world, hey, yeah. And I've been around the world, and I've seen a thing or two.
Been from the east to the west, been on plane to plane. No matter what, when I touch down, everything seems to be the same. Stardom so far out my range that it seems strange. Think I'm gonna give up on this fortune in the fame. Wanna see my name in the lights, wanna rock chains that are bright. All of these things seem so far out of sight. By the end of the night, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Think the only thing I can do is keep on riding true.
Everybody say they know, but I don't really think they know what it's like to walk in my shoes. People say they friends, they fall. I've been through it all before. This game ain't nothing new, 'cause I've been around the world, hey, yeah. And I've been around the world, and I've seen a thing or two.
It's time for me to quit. Hang the mic up, that's it. No more living the life that I know don't exist. I keep on pushing, I keep on struggling. What's that word everybody else says? Oh yeah, hustling. I know my game's better than y'all cats ever done heard. Y'all run around the block with your guns and your cars and your girls, that's word. That's fresh, that's dope, man. And we brought the word fly back. Most dudes don't know this, but they bunch of recycled acts. I'm a psycho in a mask, wearing my axe, cycling through my raps, rapping through my bag, looking for a pen so I can attach and tack that beat. See me, I'm a MC. Y'all never be, can't be like me. I'm like Sunday in your nice clothes. I'm the closest thing to a deity.
God bless you. Everybody say they know, but I don't really think they know what it's like to walk in my shoes. People say they friends, they fall. I've been through it all before. This game ain't nothing new, 'cause I've been around the